A new Trump administration appointee is under fire for making then deleting some pretty controversial tweets. Now, the new Department of Health and Human Services spokesman, Michael Caputo, so this is fun, he allegedly deleted offensive tweets about Chinese people before starting at HHS last week. Now, this is according to a Thursday report from K-File. Caputo deleted nearly his entire Twitter history before April 12th. The former Trump campaign aide started his new job on April 15th. Okay, deleted. No, we've got a word for that. He scrubbed his Twitter profile. Gee, I wonder what was so bad that it would lead to over 1,300 deleted tweets. Well, luckily we have some examples because you know what? Nothing ever disappears from the internet. So now these tweets, it's not like they went and dug up tweets from 12 years ago. These were in March. So here's one from early March. Caputo had responded to a conspiracy theory that suggested U.S. troops brought the coronavirus to China. Now, there is no evidence of that. And so, look, you got, the Chinese government saying, oh, no, you brought it to us. And then you got our government saying, oh, no, you brought it to us. Right? They've got conspiracies everywhere, and it's ridiculous, right? So now what Caputo said was insane. He said millions of Chinese suck the blood out of rabid bats as an appetizer and eat the ass out of anteaters. What? Wait, huh? Okay. He also responded to another user pushing back, saying, don't you have a bat to eat? Well, that's classy. Now, for me, it's like, wait, you really want to get after people for their food choices? I mean, a lot of people around the world and around the country, they eat some pretty strange things. I mean, look, I live in the Northwest or Northeast, right? I think what people eat in the South is pretty weird. People eat squirrels. That's weird. They eat snakes, lizards, snails. People around the world eat weird things. That's just what they do. I mean, it always makes me wonder, like, how did you come up with this? What made you look at a pig's foot and think, you know what would be good if I were to stick that in pickle juice? Yummy. No, not yummy. At least according to me. No hate for you, right? I'm just saying, not really interested. But what made people look and say, you know what? I think that would taste delicious. Okay, dude, whatever. Like you do you, right? My point is it's a bit hypocritical to go after another culture's food habits when your own food habits might also be pretty strange to other people. Just saying. Now, getting back to more tweets. I know I'm like one of the most understanding lib people ever. But okay, anyway. On March 14th, Caputo tweets this. Hundreds of thousands must die and the U.S. economy must collapse for the Democrat 2020 victory strategy to succeed. They're getting so excited for the carnage. Sick people. Wow. Really? Wow. Okay, no. It's not remotely true. Again, I'm like super lib. I want to prevent those deaths. I only want is for people to go, hey, you know what? I'm using my brain here. Maybe I shouldn't go out and infect other people and get myself infected. Like, that would be a stupid thing to do. Maybe I should just limit social contact, stay home, order out, do some curbside, and binge some freaking Netflix. That would be smart. That's what we're supposed to do, right? But no. He's going to go off and say that, no, it's the other side that wants to kill all of us. Really, we're not the ones that are going out and getting ourselves infected and throwing coronavirus parties. I mean, it's ridiculous. Now, on March 17th, Caputo said this, not so much said, but had tweeted Chinese virus 20 times in a row. So this is a wall of hashtag Chinese virus. Classy. Especially since, look, viruses don't really know nationality. Yes, they can originate. This one originated in China. But again, they don't know nationality. So you could have a virus here that originates in Ohio. Are we going to call it the Ohio virus? I mean, maybe, but I'm pretty sure some people in Ohio will be like, hey, wait a minute. That's not our fault. Just because it originated here. Hey, what are you doing? That's kind of mean. But okay, anyway, that's that. On March 18th, Caputo tweeted, double down on Chinese virus. Leftists lost the true meaning of racism long ago. And polls show they've beaten this dead horse so badly, the GOP, independent, and soft Dem voters ignore them. He also added, nobody should let Democrats and their conjugal media popularize Chinese Communist Party talking points. Democrats plus media equals CCP. Look, do I have issues with the media? Of course. Do I think they're a mouthpiece of the Chinese Communist Party? No. No, I do not. Because that's insane. Just saying. Now, do I also have an issue with identity politics? Like that there are people in the Democratic Party that use identity politics and, racism to their advantage. I think there are people that are disingenuous, right? That ignore people of color, the demands of them, but often tokenize them in order to gain a political advantage with certain ethnic groups in the Democratic Party. Yes, absolutely. I do think that there are instances of that because it turns out that people everywhere, it doesn't matter what party you're in, are gross and do gross things for power. That said, what Caputo is, he is also a gross person that is doing a whole hell of a lot of projection. And another example of that is when on March 22nd, he says this, power is the Democrats' oxygen and they'll destroy Americans for it. Right. Super projection. He also said, now you see, Democrats need massive deaths and economic meltdown to win in November. No, we're trying to avoid that. We're trying to avoid that. With the House action, he says they'll get closer to their goal and they think they can cover their flank with argo-bargo corporations get rich. Normal Americans see this and will punish them. Look, none of that makes any sense, guys. None. It doesn't. They're pushing to not have massive death or economic meltdown. Like, yes, right now our economy is not doing great because right now we have to lock down. And the sooner we all lock down, the sooner we can get back to business and actually, getting the economy back on track. The more people ignore this and not social distance, the longer we have to do it. I mean, how do they not see that? Well, they don't see it because they don't want to see it. And so we're just trying to be careful not, to limit coronavirus transmission and death. But you have states like Georgia and Florida and North Carolina that are already starting to open up. I mean, that's going to have effect in killing more people and having an economic meltdown. It's going to continue the problem. But finally, here's the coup de grace, right? And this is who he really is. This shows his real colors. Because look, Chinese virus, all that stuff, right? That's like casual racism. When you really go down to some of these conservatives, to the bottom of the barrel, at that bottom is always a little bit of anti-Semitism. And here's the example of that. On March 27th, Caputo retweeted a picture of a smiling George Soros with the caption, "The real virus behind everything." Now, look, do I have an issue with George Soros's money in politics? I absolutely do. I don't think his money should be in politics. I don't think the Koch brothers should have that much influence in politics, right? So even though I do agree with all of the causes that Soros gives to, I think that when you have so much money in politics, it's generally a bad thing for America because it crowds out regular, normal people that are not super wealthy, and it keeps them out of the political process. Their voices don't get heard. And so I'm against money in politics. I don't care who you are, right? Unions, corporations, big donors, the Charles Koch and George Soros. I don't want your money in politics. I want it out of politics. That said, These are anti-Semitic tropes. And that's what that is. George Soros, the real virus behind everything. No. You know what the real virus is? Stupid people. That's what it is. And of course, you also have coronavirus. But look, this is who this guy is, right? Is it any wonder why he scrubbed his timeline? Well, if you ask him, it's because, I delete my tweet every month. And I do it because, it drives people mad. Really? Sure, dude. Sure. One thing to remember is, I mentioned on the top of this segment, everything in the internet lasts forever. You can go to the Wayback Machine. That's how they found these, right? So, if you want to go and delete your tweets, you're not really doing anything about it because they're still going to be able to find them because they're always going to be able to exist. So, it kind of makes me wonder what the real reason was behind you scrubbing these. And it's probably because they might make you look like you're a monster. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that free video. Now I'm going to have to ask you a favor. Between the demonetization and the YouTube algorithm messing around with view counts, etc., we're having a hard time adjusting to the new YouTube reality, which is where you guys come in. See, we have a patreon.com/TYTNation set up to help us rely on you guys, the viewers, instead of big corporate ads. Look, you know the show. You know I'm not in favor of big corporations anyway. So help us transition away from relying on the ad model to pay the bills and sign up to be a patron, patreon.com/TYTNation. That goes a long way to help us keep the lights on. And you guys will know that you're supporting independent progressive media.